Hey there guys, today we will be looking at a hoppy old school favorite. This is Troegs Nugget Nectar. Alright, so beer's been around for a while. I don't know specifically off the top of my head, but it was added to BA back in 2004. So at least a decade. And I have actually never had this. So pretty excited to finally try this beer. And so this is their Imperial Amber Ale that uses Nugget Warrior, Tomahawk, Simcoe, and Palisade hops. Comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, 93-ish IBU. Now this one's freshest by May 12th, so we're actually almost at the expiration date here. But being an amber ale, not too worried about that. So, has a little description about it, talking about explosion of pine, resin, and mango. So I guess we'll see if that is the case. Troegs is out of Hershey, Pennsylvania, and this one, oh boy, let me think on it. So, let's get this guy into a glass. All right. He pours out this really pretty deep amber color. Orange, amber, definitely adds some clarity to it. It's got this nice little, just slightly off-white head. Nice and fluffy here. Looks the part. Let's check out the aroma on this guy. Oh yeah, smells a lot of the way that I anticipated. That kind of big caramel malt, but with a lot of that citrus, pine, and kind of that slightly like candied tropical fruit is the best way to describe that. When they talk about mango, more of like a candied mango, maybe a candied mango, candied papaya, things like that. It doesn't have that kind of like fresh, like tropical fruit or something you would get out of like a New England style IPA. This is just more of a candied style. Maybe a little bit more if it was fresher, but for me, getting some of those candied aromas. Definitely big grapefruit, big pine. Yeah, definitely a bit of dank, earthy character to it as well. It has those similar characteristics of a American barley wine. Being an amber ale isn't too far from that, but a bit more towards those, West Coast style IPA kind of, hop quality to it. So let's check out the taste. Cheers. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Really, really big, pungent, earthy hops, candied that candied citrus, candied tropical fruit. The same ones, candied papaya, maybe that candied mango. I'm getting more of a papaya off of this guy. Definitely big grapefruit too. Pretty much the same as the aroma. The hops are pretty earthy. Big pine to it as well, and it's got that kind of nice caramel malt underneath. However, the hops are definitely the star of the show. Just that caramel malt really amplifies that grapefruit and that papaya. Seven and a half %. The body on this is actually not too heavy, which to me is a good thing because this is it's pretty sticky. It does have like a light barley wine type thing going for it. And the hops are pretty intense. Has a pretty solid lingering bitterness on the back end. Even that, big kind of sweet malt presence doesn't really, in my opinion, balance it out enough for my taste. If you're into the big bitter hops, IPAs like this, or amber ales, or any of those kind of American barley wines, sort of that same type of thing. definitely would enjoy this one. Still pretty solid. It's not overwhelming in any sense, but just at this point, I usually prefer, you know, softer bitterness in my hoppy beers. So, with all that said, still a fantastic hoppy amber ale, and kind of edging towards that American barley wine style. With all that said, for that, this is an easy 4 out of 5 for me. Just because it is one of the better hoppy amber ales ish / American barley wine type styles. So with all that said, that's pretty much it for Nugget Nectar. And I cannot think off the top of my head for the life of me who this is from. Very much apologize. I will tag you in it on Untappd and in the comments below. Probably should have checked out. Just woke up from a nap and needed more sleep. So anyway, yeah. So as always, cheers, and I will catch you guys later.